Registro dell'ammiraglio 15 luglio 1940. After our punishing opening moves against the Austro-Hungarian fleet, the harassing of our fishing vessels has stopped. There have been no further incidents. In fact, the entire Austro-Hungarian navy seems to be branco di codardi. They have been observed just sitting in their ports not doing anything. This has given us time to refit our battle cruisers to carry a more healthy mix of high explosive and armor-piercing shells. In the meanwhile, the battleships Andrea Doria and San Spiridon have arrived in the North Sea. Our aliati, the British and French, have welcomed them to this theatre of war and bid them buona caccia. The task of these battleships is to hunt down the German navy and show that the Regia Marina can operate anywhere we want. The Adriatic Sea, the Mediterranean at large, the North Sea, our ships can do it all. Now all we need to do is wait for the Germans to arrive for a fight. Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome to episode 3 of the Italian campaign. I have a clash of fleets. We have the Andrea Doria and the San Spiridon against the German Ostmark and light cruiser Niobe. This should be no problem whatsoever, as these two battleships are far more dangerous than the Ostmark. Let's have a look. These guys stand almost no chance. Because I have 18-inch guns. It's a Yamato-esque build, A, B, and X turret. The secondary armament consisting of a whole bunch of 4-inch guns and some 2s. The ships are not terribly quick at 26 knots, but with a trained crew and a radar rangefinder 3 with stereoscopic rangefinding, these things are potentially incredibly deadly, as they will be ridiculously accurate. The target has presented itself at a mere 18 kilometers, so they're pretty close. And let's see what the Ostmark is made of. It's a very classic German design with 8 14-inch guns, a couple of 3-inch guns, 6-inch guns, 43-inch guns. Okay. Apparently they fear the small ships, and a bunch of 2-inch guns in various compositions. Now, for this salvo, I think that we can just use HE, at least for now, until we know what the AP options are. I'm going to test out the AI a bit more with the Varese, the Santa Maria, and the Fernandino. I want to see how good their capability is when it comes to maintaining position with the rest of the fleet. I want to see how well they can do. We get a partial pen with the HE. There's the Niobe as well. Current accuracy is actually lower than I'd expected, at about 5%. Ooh, partial pen. The Andrea. That's not what I wanted to see. Let me take a picture of you. There. Thank you. That seems to be incoming high explosive shells from the battlecruiser. The heavy cruisers are also pitching in, although with their 9-inch guns, I think that they're not really going to be doing that much damage. All of my ships are carrying too much high explosive ammo at the moment, and this is because I didn't adjust that, because I thought it would be a sort of normal split. Let's say 50% HE, 50% AP, but if you don't change it, then all of your ships are essentially... Where the fuck is that even going? Then all of your ships are essentially going to be carrying a mass of HE, not AP, so adjust that as you see fit. Let's have the battleships fire AP, secondaries HE, 7.5%, the Doria at 6.2%. Let's quickly eliminate this German battlecruiser, because we have to help out our allies. What is this accuracy? It's really not very good. At least from what we saw, this battlecruiser is not actually carrying any torpedoes. We are on the heavy cruisers. We have torpedoes to 13.2 kilometers. That means that the heavy cruisers are in range. The light cruiser could be a torpedo threat. What are you... How bad is your list? What the hell? Huh. Maybe that was a glitch. Not sure. Flooding. An overpen with 18-inch AP. It's no surprise, because we are firing the standard AP shells, which for an 18-inch gun at 8.5 kilometer range means death. If you don't flat out overpen, because I can pen 46 inches of armor. And against the battle cruiser, yeah, that'll overpen quite nicely. The Fernandino has launched her torpedoes. Let's see what this light cruiser can do. Other than submerge, she has torpedo launchers on the stern. That could be a problem. The rest, not that likely to cause issues. We have the Ostmark identified. 36,350 tons at 27.5 knots. Another overpen. Armor. 3-inch forebelt. Oh, sweetie. Hold on. So, she has a 3-inch forebelt, 2.5-inch aft belt at 118%. So let's say about 7 inches of fore, 6 inches of aft, 7 kilometers out. I can pen that with high explosive. That's gonna probably, if it... Dude! This is your target here. The fuck was that? If this hits, it's probably gonna pen and cause a lot of damage. Boom! Penetration, flooding, fire. That was the high explosive pen. Now, the type of high explosive that I fire with these things is a nose fuse. Oh god! Which means that the high explosive damage is a bit less, but my chance to pen is pretty good. AKA, at this range, I can pen about 8.8 inches of armor, although we're approaching 5 kilometer range, so I can pen about 10 inches of armor, which means we're just shy of going through the main belt, whereas their ship still barely struggling or barely doing any damage to my ships. And, yep, partial pen only, but essentially the ship is toast. She has a lot of fires, her engine is out, her rudder is out, and she's flooding in several compartments. And that is before we even add up torpedoes, which I'm not even sure have been detected yet. She has sonar too. Does she know about these? Maybe not. Oh shit. You better not. You son of a bitch. The Varese has launched torpedoes into the San Spiridon. Because I got hit by a friendly torpedo. Fuck's sake. I really hope that they patched that out. They didn't. Let's change direction. Let's finish off the Ostmark, please. Another torpedo is going to add to their trouble. Causing 447 damage, and there's more torpedoes coming in. Oh, this thing just gets completely annihilated. The heavy cruisers. I have to figure out so many... Where are you going, even? Lord. I have to figure out with so many ships what sort of ammo and shell caps they have. As I believe I gave these guys semi-armor piercing. Yeah. Semi-armor piercing, which means that they have a pretty good chance to pen this cruiser and deal a load of damage to it. So that's the target. Oh, never mind, it's the target for everybody now. Niobe, we need to have a chat. And you're not going to like it. Because if this pens, you're dead. And it does. Yeah, that was 18-inch high explosive with a full pen, and not an overpen, just a full explosive pen in the middle of the ship. Leading to 1,664 victory points versus 33 for theirs. Not very good as far as the Germans are concerned. Also not very good as far as my ships are concerned, because one of my ships just took a bit of damage. From a friendly. So yeah, I'm not particularly happy about that. Ah, here we go again. Andrea Doria and San Spiridon against the Bayern, a whole flight of heavy cruisers, 2 lights, and 3 destroyers. This is going to be interesting. Let's see what the sort of battleships they use. What are they going to field? And does the... Oh, hello. Yeah, the damage from the previous battle transferred over to the Sun Spiridon, meaning that the battle damage that she still has... Fortunately, she's not flooded, but the game remembered that the ship got damaged. I like that. That's very good. She did not get magically fixed at sea. She did, however, get her ammo back. Now then, the German battleship. What do you have? The German battleship has 6 15-inch guns, which is a very light armament. A slew of 3-inch guns, some 5-inch guns, 4-inch and 2-inch. Okay. Range is 19 kilometers. The heavy cruisers are absolutely not allowed to launch torpedoes, because they don't seem to have a clue. I have seen these guys torpedo the friendly, and I hate that. There's the other ship, or ships. Ooh, accuracy is going to be terrible for both sides. It's evening and overcast. What the fuck? I know that you're trying to range find, dude, but... that was way off the mark. Way off the mark. Partial pen on the Doria. Medium damage on the Spiridon, but that was from the previous encounter. There's the heavy cruiser group. I want these guys to start cutting across the battleships. So we're going to slow these down. Well, actually, no, I need to maintain full speed. Partial pen with high explosive. Good. Very good. We're going to turn to port, expose a bit more, but also allow our heavy cruisers to pass us at their vastly faster speed of 37 knots. And they're going to throw out starboard torpedoes against various different warships here. I need to figure out what sort of armor this thing has to see if I can actually pen it or not. Give me an AP salvo. Although high explosive 18 inches deadly enough. Accuracy is about 17-18% and going up steadily. I am slightly concerned about all these heavy cruisers of theirs coming in, because they do have torpedo launchers on them. A lot of torpedo launchers, in fact. There, and there. But they only carry 6 main guns of 10-inch. 1 5-inch gun and 1 2-inch gun as an afterthought. Okay. Probably safer to turn the battleships away. Yes, that will expose my side briefly. But it's rather that than getting torpedoed. We're going to detach. I want both ships to start turning away. I don't know what the chance to pen is, but the battleship is pretty broadside. So I'm expecting pretty good pen chance. Heavy cruisers, get ready. If only for detection capabilities. Because the battleships have sonar 1, but you guys have sonar 3. Alright, hold. Oof. Santa Maria has detected a torpedo. Oh, she has detected a lot of torpedoes, in fact. On, and on. Spiridon needs to start turning away. She's going to eat a lot of damage here. Same for the heavies. You guys need to turn away right now. Andrea Doria, turn. We're going to get a lot of damage on the Spiridon. Oh, this is going to hurt. Please don't be 24-inch. That's not good. Well, the AI is putting up a fight, I'll give you that. Armor. 16-inch main belt armor. Can we pen that? Yes, fairly well. Okay. Turn. More. Varese has torpedoed, and San Fernandino has torpedoed. Okay, we're going to continue to turn. And we're going to put pressure on... not the battleship, because you can't pen that. We could probably pen the Prinz Eugen fairly nicely. The Spiridon has 3 damaged engine and a damaged rudder. Oh shit. What are you doing? It's not even close to the Bayern. That's pretty terrible. I really hope we can save this ship, because I'm not losing my battleship in episode 3. The Andrea has also eaten a torp and will eat a second. That's on the blister, so it should not be that damaging. My torpedoes are here, here, and here. These might cause issues for the cruisers, but I kind of doubt that they'll actually be stupid enough to hit that. Then again, it is the AI. You never quite know. Brendryen is starting to take some damage. I want you guys to fire AP. Spiridon, get your rudder back. Soon, ideally. Use the 4-inchers to deal with this. Use your mains to deal with the Brendryen. Is that the mains? No. We're just going to eliminate most of their support ships. I want you guys to fire secondary high explosive against the V9. We're going to turn away. You guys are too close here. Good hit. Torpedo impact, no less. This thing has taken 2 torpedo impacts from 24-inch and it's still alive? Well, barely. Let's see if that new flooding mechanic actually works. 12% buoyancy. 11, 10. 9%. It's not spilling over as much as I would like. Need to eliminate this guy. The V9 has just dropped torpedoes on me. Probably against heavy cruisers. No, against the battleship. Huh. They're probably going to try and finish off the Sun Spiridon, which is fair. I would probably try and do that too. Come on. Kill the DD. Oh, we got a torpedo hit. 2 torpedo hits here on the Blücher, which is starting to flood in almost all of the aft compartments. Accuracy on these guns is nuts. Okay, how's your status? Not too bad. The V7 is down. Excellent. Now you're going to target the V9. We're going to do that with high explosive. Got more incoming torpedoes on the Spiridon. I'm trying to turn her to port. Starboard to turn her away. Overpen. Okay, HE it is. What the fuck are you doing here? That's a bit too aggressive there. Overpenning with high explosive? Kidding. No, you're not kidding. We are actually overpenning with high explosive. That's because we got the capped ballistic high explosive shells. At 8-kilometer range with these shells, we can pen about 4.8 inches of armor with high explosive. And this thing probably doesn't have any. Or very little. Very little. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, can we wipe out the Brendryen, please? That was a pretty good hit from the Bayern. I'm exposing too much of this ship. This ship is probably suffering from a ton of damage and stability. Yeah, 40% detractor. That's bad. Oh. These heavy cruisers are dealing quite a lot of damage. What is this accuracy? It's like they're shooting at some sort of radar echo. That's insane. Uh-oh. All ships have just thrown torpedoes at the destroyer. Yes, that's more like it. The whole bow of the Brendryen just went up. That was you, wasn't it? Yeah, that was you. I don't think I'll be able to eliminate the Bayern, so we're just going to focus on eliminating the rest. Santa Maria. Shit. Okay. Specified 3 different targets. Who got hit? Not you, I hope. Yeah, you. By the destroyer. Oh, turn. Are you kidding? We still can't hit this thing? There. 13% chance to hit. At 1.4 kilometers. That was insane. This thing has found the range. It's shooting there and there. It's a beta. They still need to adjust the way that these things work. Also, can we use these 5-inch guns and 2-inch guns to just blow this thing to bits? This DD has caused me quite a bit of damage. And now we're hitting friendlies. There you go. Extensive fire. Okay, can we pen this? Not really. We got plenty of high explosives, so let's use that instead. We have a bunch of torpedoes outbound from my ships. I doubt they'll do anything useful. The Doria has taken quite a bit of damage as well, and is potentially at risk of eating a bunch more. The Spiridon. Holy shit. The Germans are torpedo spammers in this campaign. The Prinz Eugen's down, at least. I think we just have to get out. We've done a bunch more damage than we've taken. Now I just need to capitalize on that by leaving. Maybe have the heavy cruisers fight it out against something like this. And with our high explosive shells, we might be able to deal some damage. Just eliminate one more heavy cruiser. Hans has taken some damage. Maybe we can kill the Stettin with high explosive or with semi-armor piercing. Oh, and there's the V12, another destroyer. That's the one that took 2 torpedoes and survived. 1 torpedo and survived. This poor battleship still limping away. It's going to get hit again. That's going to be an expensive repair action. Chance to pen is still not nearly as much as I would like. Can SAP do anything? Or is it just ricocheting? Shit, they just launched torpedoes at me. Hard to port. Come on. Oh, so did the destroyer. This is going to be more complex. You're going to turn back. You're going to turn port. Need to end up somewhere like there. %10 buoyancy left. Ship's still doing 5 knots by some miracle. Let's return the favor. Throw back some torpedoes at that ship. Okay, make your choice. No, 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 no. This is not a good time for the damage collision avoidance to kick in. Turn. Turn. Don't damage avoid. We're still struggling to deal damage against that ship. Oh, there's more fun. Turn. Pen and flooding. Their damage control's out. Oh, sorry, their conning tower's out. Not their damage control. Their conning tower's out. Incoming torpedoes. None of the heavy cruisers are at risk. Good. Oh. Well, that was deadly. Is that yours or mine? That was an 18-inch shell? Of all the targets, you selected the destroyer as your biggest threat? Okay. Oh, you got hit again. Your buoyancy is... Shit, this thing is going down. This ship might not survive. 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1... Battleship down. Shit. That's bad. At least the Bayern's running out of ammo. Damn, I lost a battleship. I don't think I've ever lost a battleship in a campaign. I didn't expect these German heavy cruisers to have this many torpedoes. This level of armament is far more than expected. And they're also proving to be very tough to crack with my heavy cruisers. Salvo away from the Varese against the heavy cruiser. I think it's time to start considering retreat here. Torpedo that. Just torpedo from this angle as well. 10 kilometers out. Basically stationary target. We should be able to kill that. Let's start getting out. I doubt I'll be able to trade a battleship for the Bayern. 211 million. Mine are 220, so they're pretty even. Let's see if the Blücher is going to do some sort of magic torpedo avoidance. I kind of doubt it, but you never know with the AI. They're not aware of the torpedo anyway. Do they even have sonar? Sonar 3, no less. But this torpedo is 700 meters out and they only just detected it. And they don't survive the impacts. Not both of those. Can't be done. Okay. Did 20,000 damage, took 8, but lost a battleship. I'd say that's a victory to the Germans. I'm still trying to get the Andrea Doria out of here, but she's still taking a peppering from that German battleship. She's trying to give out as good as she's getting, but it's not easy. Partial pen, fire. We need to bring this task force home ASAP. What sort of 15-inch shells are you firing? Ballistic. They got the highest pen chance with those capped ballistic shells. No wonder they can damage me this much. What can we see here? Is that the sinking... Oh, it's the sinking Blücher. Okay. Well, that was not necessarily a great battle, but at least the AI was biting back, just with a mass salvo of torpedoes, to the dismay of the Sunspiridon. Anyway, it gives me an opportunity to build a new battleship. Get a new ship going. So, the end of this encounter with the Germans didn't quite go as well as I hoped. They got a lot more victory points out of it than I did. The Andrea Doria is crippled, but the Sunspiridon will never be coming home. The German battleship did make it out, although damaged. The Blücher Prince Eugen did not, and 3 of their destroyers also will not be coming back to dock. So time to get these guys home, and make sure that they get fixed, because this is not good. Where's my task force? You're not at sea anymore, that's for sure. It's weird. It's like these task forces just get vacuumed up and get sent back to their ports. I just don't even know where. What ships do we have here? Yeah, here's the damaged group. The Andrea Doria, the Fernandino, the Santa Maria, and the Varese. Okay. Interesting. Time to order a new battleship then. But that's going to be a slight adjustment of this ship, because I'm going to need to get this thing to have a bit more of a balanced loadout. So I'm going to adjust these, make sure that they're lining up again, and I'll order a new one of the Flight 2 of the Littorio class ships. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon for the next one.